So good morning, everyone. Hope everybody's doing well today. I wanted to talk to you about something for a second. I just kind of, in the spur of the moment, I thought of it. So I'm gonna show you. You see that smoke coming out of that pipe? So that smoke coming out of that pipe is my wood stove. I admire that smoke coming out of that pipe all the time, in the wintertime, in the cold weather. It's there, I can trust it, I'm in control of it, I manage it. I'm 100% a part of that. So I know it's kind of silly, but it's just one of those things that I feel deep in my heart that I'm in control of. Isn't it a good feeling sometimes to be in control of things? Now, don't get me wrong. I mean, there's certain things in life that you probably don't want to be in control of. Like, you don't want to be 100% controlling of your wife. You know, you'd rather she be understanding and whatnot. And you work as a team, right? But I'm responsible for that, you know. I'm responsible for keeping my family warm. I'm responsible for keeping it maintained. It's my job. And I do a good job. And I appreciate it. But it's there, and it's consistent, and it's manageable, and I understand it. And it just works. It's like man created fire, you know, it works. But with everything going on right now, it's just madness, you know. And I got, that's why I got the woods in the background here. I got all these trees that are growing every year, you know, acres and acres of trees. But it's just, I think what got me this morning was that, so I understand that everything is just bonkers, you know what I mean? And, you know, honestly, I don't know how they could correct it. There's two ways I see you can correct it. You raise your price, or you slow down and say, whoa, or give it almost an unrealistic date for stuff that's going to get delivered. So let me step back. You're probably wondering, what is this coming from here, Dave? So, you know, this morning I get a text that, you know, mind you, I'm already assuming that we're not going to get a truck this week. Now we're getting a truck. I have no idea. Nobody knows. Nobody knows what's on this truck. It's like this stuff is just getting thrown in, and here you go. You get what you get, and you don't throw a fit, you know? And so I was already getting ready this morning. Let me shut this window. Get a little chilly. I was already getting ready this morning, and luckily I didn't do it. You know, I don't know if I'm the only one that's ever felt this way, but I've had it before. I've had it my whole life, I feel like. You ever have it in your life where you feel like the harder you try, the more, I don't know what it is. I don't know if you want to call it the universe or God or the government. I don't know what it is. But it's almost like they punish you. And what I mean by that is, like, you remember being a kid and you maybe made an extra couple $100. You know, I mean, a couple $100 was a lot back for when I was a kid anyways. You know, you make $200 or $300. Oh my gosh, you were rich. But you told yourself, you know, I'm gonna go buy those rims. You know, I'm gonna go buy that air filter or whatever for my car, you know, just when that was all you had to worry about. And then you'd be driving your car and all of a sudden just, you know, there goes the exhaust. And you're like, oh man, I wasn't expecting that. And you're like, it's because I got the extra money. You know what I mean? It's like, it's almost like it fights you. So I was planning on already getting up earlier this morning to make sure I could be at the vendors. And now I look at it and I go, look at how that would have burned me, because now the truck's coming. I don't get it. I really don't get it. I don't get how it works that way. So I think sometimes the story is, you know, don't kill yourself, because it'll come back. I have it a lot with people in general. Sometimes the more you do for them, the more they find wrong with that situation. I don't know how or why it works. I've done this for years, where I can do the best prepping in the world, and it's like somebody will find something of like, well, this isn't working. And it's like, okay, but do you not realize I made 90% of the job for you together, packaged, and like now you can't figure out the rest of the 10%? So it gets very challenging. I just wanted to kind of say good morning. I don't want it to be really a negative speech. I just want it to be an understanding speech. And I also just would like to know if you experience this in your life or business or whatever, as an employee, whatever. Maybe you're the manager. I don't know. But I just, sometimes it crosses my mind. But what I'm getting at is I love that fire. I'm in 100% control of it. I know what time it starts. I know what time the wood will be delivered. I know where it comes from. But when it comes to like nowadays, like I said, with Wayne Dalton, it just shows up randomly. Sometimes we get a truck a week. Sometimes we don't get a truck at all. Sometimes we get 2 trucks. I had a ship date, I think for roughly the 15th of December, let's say. And now they're saying the first of the year. And I get it. Things happen, but it sounds like it's not even going to be at their plant here in Michigan. And so I can't even pick it up to even try to put it a little bit ahead. So, the customer, of course, is not happy, which I understand. They put up a building, and I understand they were delayed with all the stuff going on. So, it is what it is. You just can't. There's just some things that are just out of your control. There really is. And it's a shame to see what's going on. And, I already predicted why we need to push out the dates farther and whatever they're even telling us. Because I was already noticing a trend that if they tell us a date, it's normally a week, and then now it's been 2. So I'd add 4 or 6. That's just what I would do. Because my auto body guy, I might have told you this before. I remember taking it in, and he'd always say, it's going to be 3 weeks. Well, at the time, that's the only vehicle that I had. So that was huge, because I had either, drive a little beater or something. And, I'd be like, oh man, 3 weeks. Oh my gosh. It's like the end of the world, right? And he'd have it done like in a week and a half. I come back and I was like, man, I thought you said it's going to be, probably about 3 weeks. And he says, yeah. He says, but see how much happier you are now? He says, because now you got it back sooner, right? He's like, but if I would go over 3 weeks, you'd be upset. You'd be calling every day. It's a very, very good point. I really think it's better just to be upfront and honest from the get-go. And if customers don't understand that, you don't want them as your customer, because let them go bug somebody else that's desperate. Like for us, we're not desperate. We're skilled, professional, trade, craftsmen, and we are darn good at what we do, and we want to stay darn good at what we do, and we want to be professional. And unfortunately, if you want the good stuff, you have to wait. That's just how it works. So, anywho, I'm going to get back to it. I'm going to hook onto this trailer. I got to swing over to the shop and wait for this truck now. So that's about a hour wait for downtime, which is kind of a bummer because that's going to throw my day a little bit more later. But, yeah, that's not bad. Like I said, hey, it could be worse. Could still be riding a horse and a buggy and not sitting in a nice warm van. So, things could always be worse. They always could be better. But they could probably be a lot worse. So... Anyways, hope you guys are doing great. Short little clip for you today. I will see you on the next one. Take care. Be good. Behave. Keep all your fingers and toes. Be safe. It's not worth it. Remember, your health is everything. So, we'll see ya.